So Nathaniel was 46 years old when he was assaulted on or about early December of 2019 in McLaughlin, South Dakota. Unfortunately, he would later succumb to his injuries on December 14th of 2019. So I don't know. Maybe there was no witnesses to this assault, or maybe, I mean, either there were no witnesses. And I do have some stuff to read about it, but I don't know if it tells if there where it was at, if there are witnesses. But anyway, Nathaniel enjoyed playing basketball, making traditional Native American crafts, and he was willing to help anyone in need. The circumstances of his death remain unclear, and his homicide remains unsolved. So, but they know that he was assaulted, which you could tell, obviously, if somebody's been assaulted by one, injuries. So maybe somebody just found him, came upon him, wherever. But if you have any information regarding the homicide of Nathaniel Iron Road, you're encouraged to contact the Bureau of Indian Affairs at 1-833-560-2065. So that was basic information from Justice, once again, from justicefornativepeople.com. And I do have this next little bit is from a Facebook post. It's called, the page or group is Missing and Murdered, the Great Plains. And I'll copy this and paste it into the chat in case you guys want to check it out. It's from October of 2023. It says 46-year-old Nathaniel Iron Road suffered a brutal assault in McLaughlin, South Dakota on the Standing Rock Reservation sometime in the early part of December 2019. So they don't even know exactly what date. Maybe it's when, maybe somebody just found him. I don't know. Tragically, he did succumb to his injuries on December 19th, 2019 in Bismarck, North Dakota. So it says the circumstances surrounding the assault remain shrouded in mystery, leaving a community haunted but by unanswered questions. Nathaniel's story is one of heartbreak and loss, urging those who may hold vital information to come forward and bring closure to this unsolved mystery. So Nathaniel was born on September 15th, 1973 in Fort Yates. He was remembered as a soul of warmth and kindness. He was raised in the embrace of the Cannonball area. He went to Solon High School, and he later became a DJ at KLND Radio in Little Eagle, South Dakota. It says his soothing voice resonated, weaving a tapestry of love and connection. A skilled artisan in Native American crafts, he found joy in helping others. Nathaniel's legacy, marked by love, basketball games, and the echo of his voice, remain in the hearts of those who deeply miss him. So the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the Office of Justice Services, Missing and Murdered Unit in Bismarck, seek the public's help in uncovering the person or persons accountable for Nathaniel Iron Road's untimely homicide. The quest for justice unfolds in the shadow of this unresolved tragedy. So I don't know, maybe this article, and I read this article, next article I'm going to read a couple of times, but I don't know. To me, they said it's his assault remains shrouded in mystery. To me, that would just, to me, say it was not witnessed. They just maybe, found him after the assault, took him to the hospital, where he unfortunately passed away at the hospital. Because you would think if somebody saw, well, you would think if somebody saw something, they would have said something. But anyway, so let me put the, go to the right tab. That is the link that's going to pop up in chat for the, to that post in particular, but to the, what was it called again? Missing and Murdered, the Great Plains is the name of the page or group or whatever it is. Okay, so I have another article. There we go. And this article is from a website called buffalosfire.com. It is from July of 2025. It says, Standing Rock woman dedicated to bringing home missing Indigenous people. So Alva Cottonwood Gabe says that she gets a notification on Facebook every day that someone's loved one is missing. She often posts about the disappearances with the family's permission on the Facebook group that she created in April of 2024. And, it doesn't have a click. Maybe it might have a clickable link. The efforts of the group, called Standing Rock Murdered and Missing Indigenous People, go beyond sharing information. When volunteers reach out to her, she puts together a search team. Her friend, Carrie Longcloud, talks with the friends and family of the missing to determine where they were last seen. Alva and other group members then add the location to a grid, which serves as a starting point for a search. She also communicates with law enforcement and relays important information back to the group. Among the many volunteers who help with tasks when needed are 2 drone operators and a fundraising coordinator. Others provide prayers and food at search meetings and during searches. But the group's work isn't limited to Standing Rock. With the help of other members, Alva posts about Indigenous people who are missing all across the U.S. Billy Lester, who is Alva's niece, says she is always first in line when somebody needs her help. She is always there regardless of her situation. So according to Alva, nearly once a month, someone from her reservation goes missing. But in other areas, such as Rapid City, South Dakota, people go missing almost daily. And her passion for helping others stems from personal experience. So in December 2019, her nephew, Nathaniel Iron Road, was assaulted. Unfortunately, he passed away of his injuries less than 2 weeks later. She says everybody misses him, and he loved his kids so much. He has 4 beautiful daughters. So Nathaniel was widely known as Shazam from his job as a DJ at KLND Radio. Once again, his case is unsolved. Shanna Eagle was Nathaniel's girlfriend and the mother of the 4 daughters. She says he would walk 5 miles to work every day, no matter the weather conditions. Everything he did was for our little girls. So Shanna last heard from tribal police in September of 2024. And this article is from, I believe, 2025, from this year. When they ask routine follow-up questions, she says no arrests have been made in relation to Nathaniel's death. Alva does not want any other families to have unanswered questions. On a few occasions, her group searches have led to the discovery of remains, she said. In May, Alva and her group coordinated the search that found the remains of Zia Bravebull. Alva says the most rewarding part is the closure. At least we are providing that. Families can call on us because we know what we are doing. In her nephew's memory, Alva hosts a radio show once a month where she advocates for victims and survivors of MMIP. People across the country have tuned in and reached out to her in support. She says, Shanna, Nathaniel's girlfriend, says there aren't a lot of people around as dedicated as they are. Alva is one of the angels on earth. My kids call her grandma. So Alva wants tribal police to create a national day of recognition for MMIP. Absolutely. She also said they could do better about working more closely with the families and improving communication. So we hear this once again in all these cases. Communication and working more with the families. So Alva is currently in the process of trying to make her group into a nonprofit to get funding for the services. Once again, any information regarding the death of Nathaniel can be sent to the Bureau Indian Affairs tip line at 1-833-560-2065. So just, we see, like I said earlier, a hamster wheel. It's, you know, going round and round and not getting anywhere. The same, you know, you got the miscommunication or non-communication, if, you know, from tribal police, local, federal, state enforcement, no communication, lack of communication with family members. I mean, it's just, anyway, frustrating, very frustrating.